What is up, YouTube? It's Jared. You're watching Spinning Wheel, and it's time to release the number 4 spot on my top 10 supercars list, and it is the Lamborghini Sesto Elemento. Let's get to all the fun stuff. Top speed, that kind of thing. Alright, so the price on this thing is going to cost you $2.2 million, and that's if you can find one for sale. They only made 20 of them, they're already gone. So, you gotta wait for one to come up for sale, and when one comes up for sale, you just gotta be ready, pounce on it, and it's going to cost you probably more than $2.2 million, but who knows. I haven't seen any come up for sale, so you just gotta keep on top of that. Horsepower. This thing's got 570 horsepower. It basically has the same engine as the Audi R8, which I reviewed a couple weeks ago. If you want to check that video out, I'll put a link down below. But basically, it's the same engine. It's a V10, produces 570 horsepower. It's a 6-speed gearbox, paddle shifters, so it shifts really, really quickly. It's all electric. It has a 0 to 60 time of 2.5 seconds, which is just bonkers. And top speed of around 200. I have seen a couple of sources say that the car will do 186. Some say the car will do about 205. Some that say the car will do about 220. So I'm not really exactly sure how fast this thing will go, but if it has the same engine as the Audi R8, which, like I said, I reviewed a couple weeks ago, this thing weighing only 2,200 pounds is gonna be phenomenally quick. I mean, it's got all-wheel drive and only weighing 2,200 pounds. This thing's gonna be able to fly down a track, no problem. So I don't have any problem believing that this car is gonna be able to do 220. The Sesto Elemento is really more of a sort of futuristic look at what is possible for car makers, like supercar makers, and kind of the direction Lamborghini would like to go. This thing has so many futuristic designs, so many futuristic elements to it. The carbon fiber body, the carbon fiber chassis, the carbon fiber wheels, just all the weight saving that they've done. The design is very, very similar to the Huracan. Obviously, the Huracan is just a little bit cleaner of a car because it's more refined and it's made for everyday use, sort of everyday use. The Sesto Elemento would probably be just like a track day car, because I don't think this thing would be very comfortable to drive, with the seats being kind of just like molded out of the chassis with little pads everywhere that you kind of sit on. But I don't know, I mean, it would be interesting to sit in one of those and just see how it is, but I can't imagine that they are super comfortable, or that they are used daily. My guess is that, if some billionaire buys one, he just parks it in his garage and says, "Hey guys, look what I got. I have a Lamborghini Sesto Elemento. I'm richer than you, and therefore better." I don't know. Anyways, I just think that the car it's more of like a test to see what Lamborghini is possible or capable of doing. And the fact that they joined with Boeing to develop the body, this carbon fiber plastic body, is amazing. I mean, it's got to be a very, very durable body. It's super aerodynamic. There are these 10 like hexagonal vents right above the engine that let the cool air out. Well, there's 2 vents, like 2 bigger vents above that, which allow the air to come into the engine. And I mean, the whole setup is just, it's genius. It's very, very futuristic. It's almost video game-like. The Sesto Elemento, which stands for sixth element, which, if you're familiar with the periodic table, refers to carbon. This car does not lack any sort of carbon on this vehicle at all. The wheels are made out of carbon. The entire body is made out of carbon plastic composite that was jointly designed with Boeing. So it's super aerodynamic, super light. It doesn't have a dashboard. The entire interior is made out of carbon for all intensive purposes. The seats don't even exist. It just has little pads of cushions kind of stuck on the chassis in the shape of a seat, and that's the seat. It's not adjustable, nothing. So this car is all about saving weight, and it's all about being carbon and carbon fiber. So even the body, the way they get the color of this car, it's just genius. They basically, it's because it's a carbon fiber body, they just dumped in little bits of like color flakes all over the body to save weight, but also just to give it that subtle color. And it has like a color change or a chameleon look to it. Like if you look at it straight on, it looks almost black or like a slight gray because of the carbon fiber look. But then as soon as it drives off or you hit the sun just right, all those little color specks start to light up, and it has this like slight hue of whatever color they put in it. So if you have $2.2 million just laying around, wait for one of these to pop up for sale and then nail it, because these things are worth every bit of what you're going to pay for it. You obviously won't be able to use it every day, but when you do get to use it, it's going to give you the biggest smile on your face, and you're just going to have a blast driving the thing. It's a fantastic car. If you haven't seen it, you need to go watch some videos of it. Top Gear did a great video on it. It's a beautiful car. It is very Italian in the styling. It's very futuristic in the materials that they use and just the way that they've produced this car. It is amazing. So go check it out. It's great. So that is it for this week. The Sesto Elemento is number 4 on the top 10 supercars list. Stay tuned, because next week we have another car coming out that's even, I don't want to say cooler, but it is number 3 on my list, so that in essence means that I like it more. Just stay tuned, because it's going to be awesome. So yes, stay tuned. If you guys like what you saw, definitely subscribe. Just click there. You can subscribe to the channel. Also, please like the video if you like what you saw, and share with your friends. So yeah, subscribe. Be awesome. Keep it yagging. I'll see you later.